pre-op task, make sure the best modality is not contraindicated or the patient is not contraindicated. Okay? Prepare your patient psychologically, physically. Okay? Sige, quick question. We have two temperatures naman for your paraffin wax bath. What's the temperature of your paraffin wax unit? The unit. The unit. Yes. Sige. So, the unit or the container is 52 to 57. But the paraffin wax bath, ang nag-melt inside, is 45 to 50. Again, which is what the skin will accept ng 45 degrees Celsius. Actually, init din siya. Okay? So here, there's no need for us to, these are technically what we're supposed to prepare. But here sa Bacolod so far, we don't use like mga mitts or mga boots. Okay, we just use wax paper and towel. Okay? Discuss with Sir Zia. Sige, here, I will be posting the PowerPoint. Basi, bala kung mag-side queue will give me one contraindication for paraffin wax pack. Mas mabakap na general kit contraindications. Ang ginamili na general kit contraindications, we'll go back to ang sa previews, hindi pang discuss ang mga conjunctivitis. We just add this one. Okay, for hot packs and IR, pwede i-apply. Even if there's infection, rashes, new scars, open wounds, pwede. So, contraindicated na siya for paraffin wax bath because their paraffin wax can contaminate your wounds. Okay? Sige, precautions during application. Lain yung precautions na conditions nga precautions for the modality. So check the temperature of the paraffin before applying. Again, we always do temperature check for the patient. That's why if you're going to treat the hand, you always tell the patient, dip a finger to check kung kaya niya. If you're going to treat the foot, you dip a toe to check kung kaya niya kainiton. Okay? The skin must be dry at always because any form or mga droplets of water will gather more heat. Mas mainit siya and can cause mga hot spots or burns. Okay? Small scratches must be covered. Kung gamay lang mag-isya yung small cut or gamay lang siya yung gas-gas, you just cover it lang yan with a gauze. Okay lang na. Doesn't mean na contraindicated na yun ha. Okay? Unless if bigger abrasions siya or multiple abrasions. Okay? So avoid the seepage of hot paraffin beneath the initial application to avoid your burns. Sige here. Technically, in the rehab setting, our paraffin wax bath is already pre-mixed. Meaning, ang dope crystal na nga paraffin wax, may iron na siya pre-mixed nga mineral oil. But if you want to make your own, so again, that's 6 or 7 parts paraffin and 1 part lang ang mineral oil. So, you use your Kegel thermometer to check. Again, it should be 45 to 50 degrees Celsius. If it's too hot, you add mineral oil. If cool pa siya in your paraffin wax bath, you add more paraffin wax. Okay? Sige, we have 3 methods for your paraffin wax bath. The first is your dip and wrap method, or your dip wrap method. Sige. So, si dip wrap method na, SOPs, remove all jewelries, and then, here lang. Very important the patient's instructions. The finger should always be abducted. It doesn't apply sa toes. You can totally abduct your toes, diba? So, spread the fingers apart dapat so that we can cover your interdigital web spaces. Okay? And then, always instruct the patient, avoid moving para hindi mabuka ang initial layer or hindi mag-crack ang initial layer. Another instructions, which will be part of your precautions during written. Instruct the patient to avoid touching the sides and the bottom of the tank because, di ba, ang unit kaya is mas init siya. 52 to 57 siya compared sa wax bath tank. Okay? So those are the 3 important instructions. Fingers apart or the fingers abducted. Avoid moving them. Na yun. And avoid touching the sides and the bottoms of the tank. Okay? Sige, for your dip wrap, so technically, you're supposed to dip one layer, take it out, wait for it to become opaque. I'm assuming all of you have tried playing with the candle wax. Diba? Meron na yan. So, diba? Once mag-melt ang wax, diba, meron na siya nga white, or it's not totally white, medyo semi-transparent. That's what you call opaque, or that one in the picture. Once it becomes opaque, the next thing is, you're supposed to re-dip the hand 6 to 10 times. So again, initial layer ano dip. Pag opaque na, usually 3 to 5 seconds, opaque na siya. And then you re-dip. 6 to 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Instruct your patient during the re-dipping how to avoid moving para hindi mag-iba ang paraffin gloves, para hindi mag-crack. Kung mag-crack siya, ma-seep through ang paraffin wax on the inside. Just ma-build up too much heat. Okay? Another, pag-dip, habang si patient, hindi niya magtaktakon. Okay, di ba? Eventually, ma-harden lang man na siya on its own. Kaya if ang guwak, have you seen mga stalactites sa caves? Kung amon mo lang itaktakon mo siya, medyo lumabla, matulog siya na ma-harden. Yes, pag amon na, pabayaan ng gid. So you can assist your patient. Pwede niyo ma-hold, dip, kamo man. Basta mag-opaque, usually 3 to 5 seconds, go opaque naman siya. Okay? Basta ma-cover mo lang siya tanan kung anong area na gina-treat mo. Once you've done it 6 to 10 times, you're supposed to cover the patient with either plastic bag, wax paper, or treatment table paper. This one. Nag-crack siya, babe. So, habang hindi mo siya pagkaksun man, pero tiyang balon mo na siya expect kaya kapag dip mo again, init-init sa sunod, di ma-seep through si paraffin. So kung baga ang goal na is, I warned you, I gave you instructions, wala ka na matik nag-crack. So kung mag-seep through mag-give, agwan to ko, kaya kahit init siya. Okay? Sige, again, you can either use plastic or wax paper to wrap it. Ang function ng may wax paper and your plastic is para hindi siya magtapik if you wrap it already with the towel or the mittens. Kung wala sa plastic or wax paper, diretsyon mo lang siya, matapik-tapik siya, like siya. Whereas with the plastic and wax paper, hapos lang. But after doing that, you're supposed to wrap it with the mitts or your towels, which will act as your insulation. Clear? And then this one, kindly take note. For dip wrap method, once okay na siya, always elevate the extremity. This is one of the advantage of your dip wrap. Kasi siya lang may elevation. Meaning, if there is edema, it can try to control edema. Sige, quick question. Pwede mess ang edema? Hindi man. Kay superficial thermotherapy man siya.
Yes.
Yes.
Hindi, kay init. Hindi ka i-elevate na pa siya. Yes. Yeah, so again, take note. It might come out in the red dam, it might come out also in the grand cracks. So we have two types of edema. Ang first one is secondary to acute inflammation, meaning may injury, that's why nag-swollen up siya. So meaning, if the edema is secondary to inflammation, what's the best? So, thermo or cryo? Cryo. I think we want to address that. But if the edema is secondary to impaired circulation, meaning not enough blood flow agakad to the, or may blood flow manggid pero wala siya go back sa circulation, impaired circulation, meaning there's pooling lang of the fluid in there. That's why naghabak siya. So the edema is secondary to impaired circulation, then the best would be thermo or cryo. Thermo, because the thermo with anong direct effect ni thermo? Which, correct. Per ano na? Sige, meron adaptation. It comes out in the pores. Yes, vasodilation. Direct effect of cold is vasoconstriction. Direct effect of heat is vasodilation. So, may impaired circulation, heat na yun. Para mag-vasodilate, maka-return back ang circulation. Okay, again, can you take note ha? So, how do you know if it's secondary to acute inflammation? Ang edema. Paano mo mabalaan? Cardinal signs of inflammation. Yes, correct. And also, if it's warm and red to touch. How do you know if it's secondary to poor circulation? Yes. Pale siya, if you look at it, and it's cold or, pag-discuss naman sa cryo, cool and clammy to touch. Meaning impaired ng circulation. Clear? Okay. Sige, can you take note? For dip wrap, it's 10 to 15 minutes. Sorry. So after 10 to 15 minutes, tapos na, remove the mitt or remove the towel. Sorry. Take out ang either a paper wax or wax paper or a plastic bag. Okay? And then you can take off your paraffin glove. You do not discard that. Kaya pwede nyo siya igamiton as medium for ROM exercises. So pwede na siya ang muna siya ang ginakumos-kumos ni patient. It's already 4-finger ROM. Ang glove, ito bala ang wax. Kaya humog na siya. Humog na siya. Hindi siya yung tigatig-agit. Kaya diba, it has the mineral oil. Medyo hindi ko siya pwede oily-one, pero at least, diba, it's malleable siya. Pwede mo siya maano siya. Yes, hindi siya same sa regular wax. Clear? Sige, technically, you're supposed to discard your wax every after treatment. But since nga, ang ating instruction is, that area should always be clean and dry. That's why pwede ito siya ma-reuse. Once nakumus-kumos yun pwede mo siya ibalik. Clear? Questions with your dip wrap?
May gloves of patient.
Yes. Kaya diba paraffin, i-cover na siya with a paper or plastic bag or wax paper before we wrap it with the mitt or the towel. Okay? Sige, next, your dip immersion. So, same SOPs, same instructions. Okay? The only difference is dip one time, take it out, wait for it to become opaque, and then you re-dip it and let it stay there. So, dip immersion siya, meaning immerse mo siya. So again, dip once, take it out, wait for it to become opaque, re-dip, and let it stay there for 20 minutes. Si dip immersion naman yan is 20 minutes. Dip wrap is 10 to 15, dip immersion is 20 minutes. In here, subasa po siya because there's no need to wrap it with wax paper, wrap it with towel, and wait it. Kaso remember, the extremity or the area to be treated is left there for 20 minutes. So always make sure kaya ni patient ang kainito sa paraffin wax bath if iunayin mo na siya for 20 minutes. Clear? Sige, and the last is your paint or brush method. Same SOPs. So ang do the same siya sa dip wrap except we're going to paint it. So paint one layer. Wait for it to become opaque. Usually, we don't wait na ganyan kay pag paint sa thumb, by the time nata sa middle finger, nag-opaque na si thumb. Sige, ang ginamin ko nga dosage sa dip wrap because you're going to repaint 6 to 10 times. Lasig ka siya magbalat. Ha? Paint or brush method. Sige, don't be fooled by the pictures, ha? Diba, that's why one of its disadvantage is messy. Hindi na siya yung ulit clean, tanawon, ha? Even if you use, so messy siya yan. That's why, as much as possible, we use one stroke lang, either distal to proximal. Isa na siya ka-stroke, para titinnog mo siya tanawon. Clear? Sige. And, same siya with dip wrap. You're supposed to cover it, let's say 6 to 10 times na ang layers. You're supposed to cover it with plastic bag or wax paper, cover it with a mitt or a towel. But, same naman siya dahil with your dip immersion, you leave it for 20 minutes. So again, Si paint or brush method, the same siya number of layers with dip wrap, but its total treatment time is the same as dip immersion, 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna be the main ko. Once done, so you try to peel it off, and then you let the patient try to squeeze it for finger dexterity. Hindi man, 6 to 10 layers siya. Kaso ako lang na, hindi siya super clean na, unlike yung sa dip wrap nga ba, cover mo siya totally even out din siya yun. Oh, to move glove. Yes, as long as after 10 to 15 minutes, tapos lagi siya connected. So, doon pwede mo na siya actually squeeze out. Sige, we're almost done. Within the patient's comfort, land of application. So, ang makita dun is 10 to 20 minutes. That's in general. But if you try to specify it, so again, dip wrap is 10 to 15, dip immersion and paint is 20 minutes. Same na siya frequency, once or twice a day, 3 to 4 hours in between. Okay?
Twice a day. Twice a day.
BID is twice, TID is twice. Sige, also, you're in your second year na. Second year. Maybe, for some of you don't know yet, don't know still, your medical abbreviations.
Hindi ko din akong business.
Oo. Okay? Sige, so,
Nakikita ko bed mo yung tulog ko ba?
quick review happen na. Hindi, for your other subjects, especially kung case spread, naka mo na, may medical abbreviations, ang LOM, especially with LOM is not loss, that's limitation. Lain yung loss of motion, ang loss of motion hindi wala. Limitation of motion is limited lang, ang ROM. Sige, again, part of your maintenance, makita nyo man, kasi diba transparent siya. If the paraffin wax mask is already dirty, so try to replace it. Questions? Questions, clarifications? Wala? Instructions, keep the fingers apart or spread. Not magkatuwing, kasi malabot na. So again, avoid touching the sides and the bottoms of the tank. Sorry, wala nila na refill ni paraffin. But technically, di ba, it should be until here. Or hindi siya man. For demo purposes. Sige, so you can assess. So first is, have the patient do a temperature check. Sige. Temperature check lang na with one finger. Kung kaya niya. Okay lang. So this is an opaque na ha. Sige, I'll let you try later. We'll finish that nice. So again, with the fingers apart, that's the first. Avoid moving the fingers. So keep it that way. May touch it says about the track. And, so dip wrap is, di ba? Madip ka na eh. Init. Avoid moving siya. So hindi na balitak-tak. For dip wrap is, pero kung magsige-sige
Ano use ko po sa
hindi mo na siyang bottom supposedly. That's what connects. Di po doon sa drain, pag na siya na-connect sa sorry, Charles. Kita tayo.
Kapilames.
Assuming lang, this is the hand, may hand towel na. So hand towel, and then your wax paper lang yan is just to keep the paraffin from sticking onto. So kaya naging question ko ni, dapat careful, hindi mo i-compress na maguba siya. So, cover mo lang siya yan. So for some centers, pwede siya nga this one na. But remember, di ba, you're supposed to elevate yan. So some centers, secure nila with a velcro on this one. So pwede man, kung gagawin si patient, pillow, and then elevate. And then this is for 10 to 15 minutes since this is the front. So after 10 to 15 minutes, do not expect, siguro siya, siguro 2 minutes. Okay? So there. This one, may superpowers, kaya so pwede nga, you have the patient, take it out. Kung technically ha, so pwede mo siya mawawala. This one, would lie lang siya, kahit wala pa siya nag-form yun.
Ay, gusto ko ako mapanit.
Diba, recycle.
Pwede ko kasi isa-in pa kung ano.
Ako, Bimes.
Then,
Na poisonous.